So what I'm gonna do EVP.
Yeah, I've got an EVP recorder too, so I'm gonna put this right here, because I want them to see this.
Okay, I got you.
So we're gonna put y'all right here for a few minutes, and, let's see if we get.
Oh, that's my car key. Okay.
Alright, now there's 3 people in this room. See how the light is going?
I got my spirit box right here too.
I got an EVP. I'm gonna put mine like over here.
Okay.
You don't-
Yeah, because my camera's under there too. So
Okay, so I'll put it over here so we can just get both sides.
got you.
So let me get this on.
If there's anybody in here, you can come and talk into this red light. You can turn these lights on, and there's a green light over here that you come turn on if you want to.
Chris, second job, investigators, library. It's about almost 7:30 p.m. Let me get out of the way.
Ms. Creswell, if you're here, can you turn on this light right here or make this green light blink for me, please? That one's not going off. No, it went off. If there's anybody in here, can you turn on these lights or make this green light blink for me, please? All right. They're not wanting to do nothing now. Let me check this camera over here. Okay, it's still recording. Is there anybody in here? Let's see. Where's the power button? That was you.
Yeah. Look at their, I'm trying to get their comments.
Well, if I can find my switch to turn it on. Is there anybody in here? What's your name? Is that something? Can you turn that red? Is your phone on airplane mode?
Yeah.
Thank you. What's your name? Can you please stop? Thank you. Can you turn it red again, please? You lost connection. Well, you're on airplane mode, that's why. Can you turn that red for me, please? Well, fuck you. What's your name? Can you turn it all the way red for me?
Knock into the wall and stuff. I wouldn't give you a try here on that. Disconnect the battery.
Can you turn that light on for me, please? Is this Miss Creswell? Okay, can you please stop blinking the lights, please? It repeated itself. Can you turn the light on in the middle of the room, please? What's your name? You're picking up like multiple people. How many people are here? Do you know who I am? Is there a little kid in here? A lot of people complained about the spirit box, so I don't want to use it the whole time.
I got you. I'm going to.
Miss Burke, are you here? If there's anybody here, you could touch Seth.
Go for it.
Can you make these lights blink again, please? Dude, it's just like we got a bunch of crap and then it just stops.
But when you said stop making that thing blink, my internet connection went all the way down. I was connected to the Wi-Fi. Swear to God.
That's crazy. If you want to come touch this again, you're more than welcome.
See?
Dude, I'm getting goosebumps.
I am too.
Seth, walk over that way and then walk over here and you'll feel what we're feeling. Can you touch this green light and make it go red for me, please? Who are we talking to? If this is Miss Creswell, can you turn that red, please? Dude, I asked if it was Miss Creswell and it went to the orange. I asked it to turn it red, but it turned it to orange. Are you the librarian that got hit by the train? Something over there. Miss Creswell, can you turn that light on again for me, please? What year did you pass away? Are we disturbing you, Miss Creswell? If we're disturbing you, can you turn this light red for me, please? Damn, I don't know what that's next. Miss Creswell, if you're here to make sure the library's okay, can you turn on that light for me, please? Miss Burke, are you here? If that's you, Miss Burke, can you make this turn red for me, please?
Give some history, Chris. Talk about some of the history. See if it picks up it.
Well, some of the history is back in 1944, Miss Creswell was a librarian and she was coming back from her lunch break. She lived across the street from this library. Her house is still here today.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. And as she was crossing the street, she had like a parcel or something. And she couldn't see the train conductors, what you want to call it, warning of an oncoming train.
Yeah.
And as she crossed the tracks, I guess the train caught her parcel. I don't know what a parcel is, but it caught her parcel and hit her, and she later passed away from her injuries.
Okay.
And I think that's one of the spirits that's here. Now, another spirit that might be here is Miss Burke. She was the one that came up with the design for the dime.
Okay.
And she was a slave, and she did a
Chris said it was
sculpture.
a package.
Hmm?
They said it's a package.
Mm-hmm. And she... Do you hear us talking about you? Am I telling the story correct? Can you light that all the way to red if I'm telling it correct, or could you make that light come on again, please?
It's wild. That's wild, dude. That's what I was saying.
That is fucking wild.
Look again. Look again. Just trying to focus on the thing. Look.
Yeah, there's an orb right there. Thank you, Miss Creswell. You getting goosebumps over there, Seth? Who else is in here with us? Miss Burke? Was I telling your story correctly? Yeah.
See, I don't need anymore. It was focused on something. And it was still focusing on that thing started going off.
Miss Creswell, I got a device that you can talk to. Do you have a message for anybody? If you do, can you turn that light on for me, please? I can get your message to anybody. Miss Burke? Was that you that just knocked? Whoever just knocked, can you come turn on this light for me? Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I heard that.
If anybody has a message to get to anybody, if anybody still has any loved ones, you could come and tell me and I could deliver that message. If you have a message, please turn this red or turn that light on for me, please. Everybody wants to know your story. Mr. Moore, are you here? Whoever touched this, can you touch it again, please? Is there a certain book y'all like? He's got a better camera than we do. There's his shitty. Ms. Creswell, do you have anything that you want to say? I'm going to turn this device on, and if anybody has anything to say, you can come and talk to me. I don't have that feeling no more. I don't have the chills.
Oh, man.
Who's in here with us? Are you Miss Creswell? Mr. Moore? Mr. Moore, do you have a story to tell us? Mr. Moore, how did you pass away? Is Miss Creswell here? How about Miss Burke? Is Miss Burke here? Mr. Moore, can you turn that light on for me again, please? Can you turn it on now, please? How did you pass away, Mr. Moore? If you have a message that you want me to tell anybody, Miss Creswell, was I telling your story correctly? Can you make that light blink again? Dude, there's something on the table. My phone's going blurry. Thank you. Miss Creswell, do you have a message for anybody? Miss Burke, do you have a message for anybody? You do? Who just yelled at me? I'm being nice. Don't yell at me. Said office or something. I don't know. Mr. Moore, do you have anything to tell me? Do you have anything that you want to be told? What is your story? Okay, Mr. Moore, I know you're here. Thank you for turning that on. What is your story? You don't got one. You don't got one. Well, thank you for talking to me. Dude, that's wild. My phone would, look, my phone's going blurry, like right here. It's like there's something.
Mine too. I had to sit here and I had to like forcefully make mine focus.
If you're making my phone go blurry, could you turn that light on, please? Mr. Moore, why are you here? Is he still live on that?
Yeah, on TikTok. I went off,
Can you make that turn to red for me, please? Mr. Moore, Miss Creswell, Miss Burke? Who made that sculpture out there in the hallway? If that was you, Miss Burke, can you turn on that light, please? Or could you make this blink? Mr. Moore, do you know who did that sculpture? Whoever did it did a good job. Is that light still blinking down there, Seth? In the funeral home, we might split it. Okay. I got walkies too. My phone keeps focusing in and out, especially like right here. If you're done talking to us, can you turn on that light or make this blink, please? Thank you.
sorry, I had to, put my, back on.
He's talking shit.
Literally. Somebody said, did you hear that?
Mr. Moore, can you turn on that light if you want to tell me why you're still here? Do you own Willow Valley Cemetery? Can you turn that light on if you own it? Oh, my nuts are burning. My nuts are burning.
Might be a sign of an STD, Chris.
No.
That's Chris, his friend, Seth. We're in North
Miss
Carolina.
Creswell, do you miss this place? Is that why you're hanging around here? Can you do that again, please? Was that you?
What?
Making that noise?
No, because it sounded like it was coming from those ventilation systems right here. But on the inside, right? Was that not the sound?
Yeah, it was. Did somebody just scratch this wall over here? Can you turn on that light if you just scratch this wall? I hope nothing scratched me right there because it's burning. Did somebody scratch me?
Oh my God.
Can you make this fluctuate? Make it blink or make that light come on if somebody just scratched me? Why did you scratch me?
It's the fin.
To what?
It's the fin. I heard everything.
Was that you, Mr. Moore, that scratched me? Can you turn on that light if it was you? Miss Creswell, if you scratched me, can you make this blink? Miss Burke, if you scratched me, can you turn that light on over there by the door?
If you're the person that scratched you, make one of these lights go off so we know. Who are you?
This blinked.
That thing did?
Mm-hmm.
I'm back on airplane mode.
Miss Creswell, did you scratch me? Can you make this light blink, please? Thank you.
It's Chris and his friend Seth.
So, Miss Creswell scratched me. Feels like. If you want us to leave, turn on one of these lights or make this fluctuate.
both of them.
Are we disturbing you?
Is that yes or no?
We're just here to get a story. We're not here to mean to disturb you. Make this blink.
Dude.
Let's see. If you want us to tell your story, turn that light on, please. That's the only reason why we're here. We're here to tell your story. That's it. We want to make sure the story we have is the same story you have. Miss Creswell,
That was me.
did you get hit by a train? Yes or no? Turn that light on for yes. Turn it off. Leave it off for no. Did you not see the train coming? The story says you were crossing the road after lunch
From the pack.
or going to lunch. Is that true? Can you turn that light on if that's true, please? Or can you turn this all the way to red, please?
We're at the library in North Carolina.
Miss Creswell, is it true you founded this library? You built this library in 1939, I believe.
And that's not who we're talking about. Spirit box.
Mr. Moore, did you found were you the founder of Mooresville? Could you turn that light on for yes? Miss Burke, did you hand sculpt that sculpture out there? Were you the one that designed the dime? Nothing down.
Yeah, no, it's got to, the atmosphere is different.
I think do y'all just want us to leave? Turn that light on if you want us to leave.
Do you want us to stay? What do you want us to do?
You want us to stay? Fluctuate this.
I think it was going off earlier.
It's going off now.
Oh, okay, I see it blinking now.
Is there anything you want to tell us?
Yeah, we know the camera's.
Turn this to red, or turn that light on if you want something to tell us. Do you have anything to tell us about your story, other than these pieces of paper that I have? Mr. Moore, if you're here, what year did you found Mooresville?